Howdy. SimTheWorld here. We are back with our Farming Simulator 19 series. This is the Alpine expansion. We are currently working on our dairy farm. There is quite a bit to do. This is the first day of autumn. So last episode we were at the end of summer. There's a few days left. Really wasn't much that went on. I cleaned the cattle. There was like 3 contracts. Oh, that bird almost hit me. You guys see that? Yeah, but there's only like 3 fertilizing contracts, and I made about $15,000. You can come over here and see. Yeah, Thursday we took care of that. Friday I spent a little money just to get this digital sign. I think it looks really nice with this milk tank. So we're storing all the milk in here. Tells you how much we got. So we've taken care of all the cattle this morning. I did all the work. This pump really makes things handy. If I want to top off their water, I just come over here, I hit the button. Obviously, they're all taken care of now. As you can see, I've got them up to 72% health, so they are getting happy, they're producing milk. Everything's going well. So nothing to complain about here. As for autumn, let's take a look at our contracts. There are a bunch. We've got baling to do for the couple fields we've done in the past. There are a lot of harvesting contracts. It's going to take us some time to get through. Luckily, there's a lot of autumn here. We're doing 3-day months, I believe, in seasons. Yeah, each one of these sections is a month, so we're doing 4 days. I'm sorry, not 3 days, 4 days. So in addition to all the contracts, this front field is already ready to be cut again. Boy, that grew quick. I thought we just did that. So, of course, I'm going to want to mow this down into silage. We do have time, because this will be the last time we cut this field for the year. I'll probably do that off camera, since you guys recently saw me take care of both the front and the back field. Back field, of course, hasn't grown, but depending on its growth stage by, right before winter, we'll see about cutting that or not, see if it's worth it. But for today, I gotta stop talking. We've got contracts to do. I'd like to take a harvesting contract. This is going to be important. I still have to talk to some of the owners of the fields who sowed the oats or the barley, because I'm going to try to collect their straw. They don't need it. They usually just let it sit in the field and ferment back into the field or whatever. But we can use that for our cows. But I'm not ready to make those calls. It's just harvest time. I'll get to them eventually. Let's take the canola harvesting job. Now, unlike past jobs in the past where we buy the equipment, currently, we don't even have a field. I have no use for a harvester. So we're going to borrow the equipment. So I made my way down to the store. This is where the rental equipment is. We've got the big harvester. We got the header for it, header trailer, the tractor, and then a trailer to collect all the canola in. Now, I've got to get all this crap over to the field. So, and it's field 14, so it's not too far. In fact, I might just sneak over there without the harvesting trailer, or the header trailer. As long as I can get to this field on the left, without hitting anybody. Look at that, I even left the sign. But yeah, field 14 is right over here, so I'm going to cut across 19. Doesn't really look like they did much with it. Even though we fertilized it plenty, the crops still aren't shooting up. But we can cut across and we can get started harvesting. Of course, this is fun because it's nice to be able to test some of this bigger equipment without having to purchase it yet. Again, I don't own any fields, so we don't need a harvester yet. There will come a day when we need to, but not quite yet. So, we've got field 14. Let's go ahead and This car can wait. Not a big deal. We need to unfold everything. And let me get this set up. I'll get started and I'll cut back over when we're actually doing some work. Here we are. We got this big harvester rolling. Got a lot of canola to go through here, but the header is pretty large, so we'll make quick work of it. And it doesn't look like it's filling up too fast either, so I wonder how many trailer loads we're actually going to have to pull out of the field. Of course, only time will tell. This is one of the larger fields on the map, field 14. I think it's like almost 12 hectares. I'd have to double check. But I'm going to keep pushing through this. We'll do a little time lapse, at least until I get to unloading the trailer. I'll see you guys on the other side. So, would you guys like to take a guess who didn't check the weather before starting off on our journey today? That would be me. I didn't watch the weather. In the forecast, it was supposed to rain this evening, and boy, is it coming down. Luckily, we got one trailer in. I'm going to have to finish up harvesting this field tomorrow, because you can't harvest in the rain. Once the crops are wet, that's where it is. We're done for the day. At least we're done with harvesting. As for what we've got so far, we can actually go take care of this. We can drop this off. This contract has us taking this all the way to Felsburn. So I'll skip through the circle, and if you guys have been watching since the beginning of the series, you know how much I struggled with delivering to Felsburn. The issue is that all these crops need to go on the train to be taken there. I thought you could just drop it off at the train station and they'd take it on its merry way. And boy, was I wrong. It took quite a few episodes to figure that out. So at least let's drop off what we've got. I'm not too worried about taking the train the rest of the way there. Let's see how our contract is doing. Yeah, we're only halfway through. The price for canola is looking good. Yeah, it's looking good here at Felsburn. We're set to go. So I'm probably on... You always get a little extra out of these contracts. So I'm going to just drop everything off and we'll take it all there when we're done. So there's no point in me trying to drive that down to getting the train involved. For some reason I have to conduct the train and drive the train to Felsburn. Didn't know that was a farmery thing to do, but now you know. But as for what we can do in the meantime, it is raining, so that does limit what we can do. We can't finish the harvesting contract, but it is the evening. We can take care of the cattle. They always need some attention. They get lonely during the day, especially when I'm out fertilizing. Butch is some entertainment for them, but not all not everything they'd like. Ooh, tomorrow I gotta make more TMR too. Shoot, there's so much to do. I mean, it makes sense. We're a farmer. It's the fall. It's harvesting season. But it just feels like everything's hitting at once. So in addition to harvesting, we need to get a few fields done and collected for straw. And we gotta mow and bale our front field, which is actually what I'm thinking about doing this evening. I know it's raining, but I'm pretty sure since we're just going to be rolling it in silage bales, we can get the mower out, we can cut that grass in the rain. Shouldn't be a big deal. And in fact, that's what we're going to do. I can't be wasting any time, even though we have 4 days in the month. It just goes so quickly. And there's just so many fields to do. The fact that we weren't even able to get one done today is kind of an issue. In fact, I should probably take a look at the weather too. As for the weather, we've got rain this evening into tonight. We're going to have to wait for things to dry tomorrow, which isn't going to be until the evening. You can tell by the little plus sign here. Until then, it's not going to be windy enough. It's not going to be warm enough to dry. But any harvesting we get done, we're going to have to get it done before Friday, because Friday's bad, Sunday's bad. It's only 50% chance, so it might clear up by then. But I don't want to take that chance. We got to get some work done, and boy, do we got a lot to do. So if you guys haven't been letting me know, I know in a couple episodes ago I brought up letting me know what our next item should be that we purchase, whether it's a big milk truck and trailer, or if we go for a electric tractor for maintenance around the farm. If you guys can be letting me know that in the comments below, that would be very helpful. Switch that over. I'm still waiting. I'm going to wait until the beginning of the year before I make any purchase. We don't need to. We really don't need the money now. It can wait. But it is something we're going to have to tackle. We do need some new equipment. We do have the money. I imagine by spring we're going to have quite a bit. We should hopefully have enough to both buy a field and either get that electric tractor or purchase the truck and trailer. So let me know what you guys think, what I should do in the spring. Still got plenty of time before we got to make that call. Otherwise, thanks for watching as I simulate my life one game at a time. If you enjoy this video, please be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of the future action. You can follow on Twitter for updates of future games being played, as well as follow on Twitch as I try to stream 3 days a week. Thanks, and I'll see you next time at SimTheWorld.